Hello and welcome to this presentation on disinformation security. Today, we will be diving deep into the world of false information, how it's spread, why it's dangerous, and how we can defend ourselves using both technologies and critical thinking. Whether you are a student, professional, or everyday internet user, this is a challenge we all face in the digital age. What is disinformation security? Disinformation refers to false or misleading information that is spread deliberately to deceive people. Is different from misinformation, which is false information shared unknowingly. The key with this information is intent, is craft and spread with purpose to manipulate opinion, cause confusion, or undermine trust. In today's digital world, this information can appear in many forms, like the fake news articles, doctored image, deepfake videos, and even social media bots pretending to be real people. It often looks real, feels urgent, and spreads fast, making it hard to detect without critical awareness. So, why does this information matter so much? It's not just about wrong information, it's about how it erodes trust in our system. When people can't tell what is true anymore, democracy weakens, public health campaigns fail, social unrest grows. In national, in national security, this information is used as a weapon in information warfare when countries target each other not with bombs but with lies and confusion. It's fast, cheap, and harder to trace than traditional attacks. This information thrives on the speed and reach of social media. Platforms like Facebook, X, YouTube, and TikTok allow messages to go viral in seconds, especially when they are emotional, sensational, and controversial. Algorithms play a big role here. The systems are designed to show us content we will be engaged with, not necessarily what is true. As a result, false information can spread more quickly than verified news. And once people believe a false story, they are less likely to question it, even when presented with facts. Next, let's have a look at disinformation during the COVID-19 pandemic. We saw how disinformation could become a public health crisis. False claims about vaccines, origins of the virus, or government responses led to fear, panic, and in some cases, violence. The World Health Organization called this infodemic, a flood of information, some accurate, some not, that made it hard for people to find trustworthy guidance. In times of crisis, clear and credible communication is critical, and disinformation puts that at risk. So, who spread disinformation, and what are their goals? Some disinformation is spread by state actors, governments looking to influence foreign politics or control domestic narratives. Others come from extremist groups, scammers, or even ordinary people chasing internet fame or profit. The motivations varies. Political power, financial gain, ideological influence, or just creating chaos. But the result is the same. People become confused, divided, and less able to make informed decisions. Disinformation campaigns often use specific techniques. One is astrosurfing, creating the illusion of widespread grassroots support for a cause when in reality it's manufactured by a small group. Another is the Firehose or Falsehood approach, where bad actors plus social media with so many conflicting claims that it becomes impossible to know what is real. Visual manipulation is also common. Fake headlines, misleading shots, or edited photos are designed to catch your attention and provoke emotional reactions, anger, fear, and outrage. In our fight against disinformation, we are not alone. A wide range of tools and technologies have been developed to help individuals, journalists, and organizations verify information and detect false or manipulated content. In this section, we will be look at some of the most reliable tools available today and how they work in practice. Let's begin with fast-checking platforms. Sites like Snopes, PolitiFact, and FactCheck.org are dedicated to investigating viral claims, political statements, and online rumors. They employ journalists and researchers who analyze evidence, traceless sources, and public verdicts ranging from true to pants on fire. Using these platforms is simple. Visit that site and enter keywords from the claim you want to verify. You can also browse their trending topics to stay up to date with current disinformation narratives. Some even offer browser extensions that flag suspicious stories as you scroll. Next, we have reverse image search tools. Sometimes this information relies on real photos used out of context. That is where tools like Google reverse image search and Thin Eyes come in. With this, you can upload an image or paste its URL, and the tool will show where else it has appeared online, reviewing whether the photo is old, doctored, or taken from a completely different event. This is especially powerful during breaking news, where recycled images are often misrepresented as new. For videos, there's the width verification plugins. This browser extension designed for journalists lets you break down a video into keyframes, extract metadata, and even check for digital manipulation. For instance, if a suspicious if a suspicious video surfaces of a politician making an outrageous claims, InVid can help determine if the footage has been edited or taken out of context. Just paste a video link or upload your own file to start the analysis. Then we have bot detection tools such as Botometer and Hoxie. These tools analyze social media accounts, especially on Twitter, to estimate whether they are operated by humans or automated bots. They do this by looking at accounts' activity patterns, posting behavior, and follower networks. If you see a trending hashtag or suspiciously viral post, Photometer can help you assess whether it's being artificially boosted. One of the most concerning trends today is the use of AI to create deepfakes, hyper-realistic videos where some appear to say or do something they never actually did. While some are humorous or artistic, deepfakes can also be used maliciously to impersonate politicians, spread fake speeches, or fabricate scandals. As AI tools become more accessible, it's becoming harder to distinguish real from fake with the naked eye. This raises serious challenges for journalists, voters, and even law enforcement. However, thankfully, several deepfakes detection tools are in development. Companies like Microsoft and Sensitivity AI are creating software that use machine learning to analyze facial movements, lining inconsistencies, and voice patterns to detect whether a video has been manipulated. While these tools are not always publicly available yet, They are being integrated into platform and newsroom workflows to support authentication. Together, these two form a digital toolkit that empower us to think critically, fact check responsibility, and stop disinformation before it spreads. Whether you are a journalist, a student, or simply a curious internet user, learning how to use them effectively is a crucial skill in today's information landscape. Using AI to fight disinformation. As disinformation become more sophisticated, so must our defenses. One of the most powerful tools we now have in this fight is AI, not just as a threat, but as a solution. AI is increasingly being used to detect, trace, and disrupt the spread of false information online. One major area is automated content moderation. Social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and X use AI systems to scan billions of posts for known misinformation patterns. These algorithms flag harmful content for reviews, reduce its visibility, or even remove it entirely, often before it has the chance to go viral. This includes everything from fake news articles and misleading headlines to manipulated videos. Another critical area is deepfake detection. While AI is often used to create deepfakes, it's also our best hope for spotting them. AI-based tools like Microsoft Video Authenticator or emerging platforms like Reality Defenders analyze things we might miss with the naked eye, such as inconsistent bringing patterns, unnatural facial movements, or mismatched lining. These tools use training datasets to learn what real human behaviors look like in videos and can flag content that doesn't align with natural expression or physics. AI is also research identify coordinate disinformation campaign by analyzing network patterns, hashtags, and timing of posts. AI can map out how certain narratives are pushed and by whom. This has proven especially useful in identifying bot networks, troll farms, and foreign interference in elections or crises. One example is Graphica, a company that uses AI-driven network analysis to uncover fake online personas and propaganda clusters. Moreover, national language processing branch of AI can be used to spot linguistic patterns typical in disinformation. Certain phrasing, repetition, or emotional triggers are often signs of manipulative messaging. AI models trained in NLP can scan large volumes of content and highlight suspicious messaging in real life, helping journalists, moderators, and fact checkers focus their efforts more effectively. But it's not just blocking disinformation. AI is also helping with proactive fact checking. Some tools are now being trained to automatically cross-reference claims in social media posts with trust database or known facts. While we are still early in this phase, the idea of AI support real-life time verification is becoming more of a reality each year. Of course, AI is not perfect. It can miss context, struggle with sarcasm or irony, and sometimes suppress legitimate speech. That's why human oversight remains essential. But when used ethically and transparently, AI is a critical ally in managing the scale and speed of the disinformation problem, something humans alone simply can't keep up with. In short, AI is no silver bullet, but it's becoming an indispensable part of our digital defense strategy. With the right balance of technology and human judgment, AI can help us stay one step ahead of the next wave of disinformation. You don't need advanced tool or degree to find disinformation. Simple habits make a big difference. First, pause before you share. Ask, is this from a credible sources? Does it sound too outrageous to be true? Second, cross-check with fact checkers. A quick search can reveal if the claim has been debunked. Third, report suspicious content on social platforms. Flagging false posts help reduce their reach. And finally, help each other, especially older family members, navigate the online world. A simple conversation can stop the spread. In the long run, the best defense against disinformation is education. Media literacy teaches people how to evaluate sources, spot bias, and thinking critically. It's like a vaccine for your brain, helping you stay immune to manipulation. Programs like the News Literacy Project and UNESCO Media Education Guides offer great resources for schools and communities. And the more we invest in this, the more resilient our society becomes. Tech companies and governments also have a role to play. Social platforms need to improve transparency, enforce content policies fairly, and invest in moderation. Governments, meanwhile, must balance regulation with freedom of speech, creating legal frameworks that address disinformation without overreach. Some countries have passed laws requiring platforms to disclose political ads or remove harmful content within hours, but these policies must be built on transparency and collaboration, not censorship. So, in conclusion, disinformation is one of the defining challenges of our time. It blurs truth, divides communities, and undermines trust, but it's not unstoppable. With awareness, education, ethical technologies, and critical thinking, we can all play a role in defending truth. It starts with us, with every click, every post, and every conversation.